Welcome back to SiteTech Intermountain, Siteworks machine guidance videos. This is another quick video on the Siteworks machine guidance setup we've got on this 265 cat skid. Once again, if you're new to it, it's the ability to take your either 986 or your R780 or R782 and put it on the skid steer, just like you would if you had it on an excavator. So this is the new product out. I've got a couple other videos that explain a little bit more in depth, but we've got our receiver on there. We've got our data collector inside. This skid steer actually has the sensor mounted on the quick coupler. It's not on the bucket, so we can switch between this bucket and a rock bucket that he has back there and not have to worry about it unattaching stuff. But this video is really more about job site awareness and how a skid steer, if you're actually using your bucket and not an actual like a grater blade or a box blade or some of those other attachments, just using your skid steer to go cut sidewalk, to know where sidewalk is, to know where the building pads are. That's what I call job site awareness. So let's go ahead and jump in and we'll show you what it looks like. So it doesn't matter what skid steer you've got. It doesn't have to be a Cat. It can be a Kubota, John Deere, Bobcat, whatever it is. It's not tied to the EC computer on the machine. So this on our Cat skid steer here, we've got our tablet here and we've got our job site set up. Pretty big project. Got all of our parking lots, the main building. But there again, most of the time that you're in a skid steer, you're just moving material, kind of roughing stuff in, grading it to string lines. Or if you have the attachment on there, you can actually use that attachment with like a full 3D system. But now you have the ability to do whatever you would normally walking around with a rover, staking out corner points, establishing where they're at. Whatever you do with a rover to a degree, now you can jump in here and actually see exactly where you're at on the job site. It does not show a skid steer attachment. It still actually shows the excavator icon at the top there, but it does still show how wide the actual bucket is in the measure up. And there, to finish grade, I've got a fill of 3 feet. There's quite a bit of fill for this building pad. But there's already sidewalk and road already established up here, which I want to go show you just how you would know exactly where you're at on the job site if you needed, or if you just needed to establish a grade, a flat pad, or start cutting some sidewalk in. This system gives you that ability to cruise around in the machine and do that. So without me touching the actual concrete, I'm really close to right about the elevation that it would be. You can see how it lines right up with my design line work on here. So it's exactly where it needed to be. There's my finished grade. If I needed to put a vertical offset in and start cutting this sidewalk, there's all my job site awareness. I know where my curb and gutter is. It's the same system that you would put on the excavators. So just think outside the box on this system and all the different things that you could use it for, all the different attachments you could use it for. This job site, there's a lot of areas you couldn't get a grader or a dozer necessarily around some water cans, water valves. This island right here in between the curb and gutter and the sidewalk, we can go in and start cutting that now and actually cut it right to grade, because I do have an established elevation in here in between. If I go to my cross section and move that over, the area in between the curb and gutter, I can go and start filling that in and put it right to grade and actually see what my pitch and roll is of the machine and still manipulate these screens the way that they need to be. So thanks for watching this video from SiteTech Intermountain on Siteworks machine guidance for compact skids, putting your Siteworks handheld in here and having the same job site awareness that you would with a bucket versus an attachment out there.